Cult deliberately tries to divide us from other survivors and to make us mistrust other survivors and even hate other survivors, both in the torture and the mind control itself, pitting us against each other and forcing us to hurt each other or blaming one of us for the increased torture or assault, sexual assault, or even the murder of other survivors. But they also try and encourage that and enforce that in the non-abuse time. They try and increase our mistrust of each other, but it can be so incredibly healing to talk to other survivors, where we help validate each other, where we understand on a really deep level in a way that other people can't what we've been through. And when we find another survivor who's like at the level that we are in our healing, it can be such an incredibly powerful healing impetus and validation and a back and forth of support. It can help our healing so much. And it can help remind us that we are not crazy, like the cult says, which I don't like the word crazy, but that's what cult uses. And we are not hallucinating and we are not making it up. And we're going like, oh yeah, I have that same or similar memory, trauma memory. It's so validating. And cult doesn't want that. They don't want us to find safety together and healing together and help each other get safe sooner, help us remember more, recover more. Cult doesn't want that. That's a threat to them. So they increase, if they see us start to heal while we're still being tortured, they increase the mind control about that. But they focus so much on having us mistrust or even hate each other in the cult torture and the mind control. But then I also notice how in psychiatry, at least for those of us who are living with DID or some form of dissociative identity, I don't like the word disorder, they don't want us to talk to each other. They think that somehow we will influence each other, but it is so incredibly validating to talk to other people who are plural and to have that, oh yeah, that happens for me too. Or it's a little different for me, but like I see you and you see me and we recognize it in each other. It helps so much in healing. It can help us with our inner communication, finding techniques that work. And yet, so many of us who are cult torture survivors live with dissociative identity or a form of that. Cult doesn't want us to talk to each other, and psychiatry doesn't either. And I wish that they would broaden that because it's supposed to be a help. And for many people or some people it is, but it can be so helpful to talk with each other. There are cult torture survivor groups online. There are dissociative identity groups online. There are many of us on social media where even if we don't connect personally, we can listen to each other and gain validation and have it feel like support and know that we're not alone. And that is so powerful and it can help us in our healing.